네, 여러분들 반갑습니다. 저희 5번째 연사분을 모시고 인터뷰 나눠보도록 할 건데요. 여러분들, 노벨 수상자, 여러분들 어떠십니까? 굉장한 분이 옆에 계신데요. 바로 2015년 노벨 경제학상 수상자시고요. 미시경제학 분야의 세계적인 권위자, Professor Dr. Angus Deaton 모시겠습니다. Welcome, sir.
Hi, how are you?
Doing good, sir.
Good.
Before we begin our interview, can you please say hi to our Facebook Live fans?
Oh, hi, Facebook Live fans. It's a real pleasure to be here and to talk to you.
So we got some of the questions beforehand.
Okay.
And then when we think of economy,
Yep.
it's always a hot issue. Yet people really don't know much about it.
Right.
So in order for people to get interest about economics, what do you suggest to begin with?
Oh, I think some of the history is good. People have different bits of this they're interested in. So I think people should follow what they're interested in, whether it's the international things, you know, the trade between countries, which is often very interesting, or whether they're more interested in labor markets in their own country. You know, there's a lot to be interested in economics, or the gold standard.
Gold standard. But one thing that people are worried the most is the stagnation or low growth of economy.
Yeah.
So what's the solution that you would suggest to especially Korean economy? This is very broad, but then they're very interested to know.
Well, you know, one of the things about economic growth is it's a great mystery. And you could ask lots of economists that question. They'll all tell you, and they all know the answer. And they say, here is my recipe. They're all different. So we don't really know. I mean, we know some things that don't. That can stifle, could stop economic growth. Mm-hmm. If you look a little north of here, you can see a country that knows how not to grow an economy. We know that, you know, communism doesn't work very well. We know that markets are a good idea, but we don't know enough details. And we have all this slow growth in the world today, which we don't really know what to do about.
So another question that we got beforehand was that what makes you to win this Nobel Prize? Because in Korea, not many are getting Nobel Prize, although we know the prize value. So people are very curious, like, what did you do to get those awards? And
I had a lot of good luck. You know. But you know, it's not just Korea. I mean, I come from Scotland, where I grew up. Scotland's a very famous country. We've only had 11 Nobel laureates in all of our history. So there aren't very many. So it's a huge honor. And, you know, I think I deserved it, but there were lots of other people who deserved it too. So, you know, I can tell people what I did, which is I got interested in things. I worked on the things I was really interested in, and it turned out that I found interesting things.
So working on something that you like the most and you're passionate about, that's the key.
It's very, very important.
I see.
You need to learn stuff too.
All right. So now you're going on a speech. So what are you going to talk about the most today?
Well, I'm going to talk about that there are lots of difficult things in the world today. And I'm going to admit that and talk about some of them. But I also, whenever we think about that, it's very easy to lose sight of the fact that we're so much better off than we were now.
Right.
And, you know, my book is called The Great Escape.
Great Escape.
And I think, you know, my father started life as a coal miner. And I think many people in Korea, if they look back at what their fathers and grandfathers did, will know that they've made a great escape from poverty and from ill health. And that's a very important thing to keep in mind when you're thinking about the Korean growth rate falling from 5% to 3% or 2% or something. You know, you should think, gosh, look how much better off we are than our parents and grandparents.
Nice. Again, sir, very welcome to this 2016 Asian Leadership Conference. I wish you the good luck.
Okay.
Good luck on your speech, sir.
Thank you very much.
Thank you. August Deaton. 네.
Angus.
Angus Deaton.
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Thank you, sir. 여러분들, 제가 잠깐 실수했네요. 앵거스 디턴인데 제가 마지막에 어거스트 디턴이라고 얘기를 드렸는데요. 여러분들 어쨌든 간에 저희 지금 5번째 연사까지 마쳤고요. 이제 6번째 연사분은 1시 55분에 있습니다. 지금 몇 시죠? 지금 12시 50분에 여러분들 지금 식사하실 수 있고요. 여러분들 알람 켜두시면은 저희가 생방하면 다시 알람이 가도록 하겠습니다. 여러분들 참여해주셔서 고맙고요. 우리 6번째 연사로 만나 뵙도록 할게요. 여러분들 수고 많으셨습니다.